Hey guys, Alex Newman here. We are with the great Representative Jim Shaw. He represents House District 32 here in Oklahoma. He's actually a businessman, entrepreneur. Politics wasn't his thing, but he had to run. Jim, thank you very much for being with us. It was really a pleasure hearing your talk.
Amen, amen. No, this was such a great event and opportunity to speak and just speak truth to people that actually appreciate hearing truth.
Yep.
Because at the Capitol most days, most people don't appreciate the truth.
Yeah. Oh man, hearing your stories was like Florida all over again. But I want you talked about the green energy scam.
Mm-hmm.
You were in the oil industry, so you know the energy industry.
Yep.
Now you spent a lot of time studying this green energy scam, as you called it.
Right.
What's really going on here? What are they doing and why?
I mean, really, it's just a redistribution of wealth. I mean, quite frankly, you're looking at an industry that is 100% propped up by federal taxpayer dollars, plus on top of that, state level subsidies that are still coming through as well. I had a wind energy company tell me to my face that they had $0 operating costs. After you take the subsidies and the tax treatment and everything that they get, I co-owned a business for a long time. I can assure you I had never in my life had $0 operating costs. Mm-hmm. That's what that industry is all about. And I mean, there's nothing good about it other than the tax subsidies you get, and that's from Warren Buffett himself. Take that for what it's worth.
Yeah. And so what I found most remarkable about your story is that you learned that all this stuff was going on, and instead of complaining on Facebook, you actually decided to do something about it. You ran for office. You took on one of the most powerful politicians in your state. Everybody told you it was hopeless, and he had all kinds of money, and yet you took him on and you won. Talk about that. I mean, how was that?
You know, there was, I always tell people there was a healthy dose of ignorance from the beginning. If the Lord had fully peeled the curtain back from the beginning, it would have been like, yeah. But, you know, it was just one step at a time with him. I really felt called and led to get into the race. I mean, this was not something that I sought out on my own or wanted to do. It was an issue that came really close to me and my family, and I was not okay with it, and I knew he was on the wrong side. And really, that whole journey was just every single day in prayer and believing that the Lord was in control, as he always is. And I got a ton of grassroots support as well. A lot of people locally and even across the state came out and door knocked and supported me in a lot of different ways. That's the only way that I got through all that.
Well, I'm glad you did. And then you went to the Capitol and you found out things don't work exactly the way the grassroots are told they work by the politicians. Talk about your experience working in the legislature. I mean, what's that been like?
It's, it's as bad as you think it is and then some. Co-owning a business, I was very hyper in tune with process and project management and making sure that we've got procedures in place to execute on our mission as a business. And there is that in place at the Capitol, but it's not working for you and me. It's working for a very select few people at the top of leadership that dictate and control basically everything within those walls. And I mean, I saw that firsthand just in my first session. So for those that are like-minded, that have been there a long time, they're like, yeah, welcome to the party. This is how it is. And so there's a definite fight that I'm seeing people stand up and they're willing to take. I think we're getting more interest from people in the grassroots that are saying, you know what, enough is enough. And I'm encouraged to see that movement build and get stronger.
Amen. And Jim, there's people all over the country who see the same things you see. They're trying to figure out, how do we get involved? Can I really take on the whole political establishment? What's your advice for folks who do want to help protect our freedom, protect our country?
I think you summed it up really well in your talk tonight. I mean, if you yourself do not see a path, or you, for whatever reason, can't get engaged in the political arena yourself by running for office, find somebody that is a really strong conservative Christian with a really good biblical worldview that you can support either financially or through sweat and sweat equity with getting out there and knocking doors. You said it really well. We are always behind the curve when it comes to establishment and the amount of money that they get. And so that's what I would encourage people to do, is just get involved. There's so many people that don't go to the meetings, they don't go to their city council or county commissioner meetings or their state legislative sessions. They don't understand what's really going on. If you go just a little bit, you'll find a way to get involved, I promise.
Amen. Yep. Jim, you're on X, I know, because I follow you there. You got some great content there. How do people follow you, and anything else you want to share with folks?
Yeah, so on X, it's at Shaw for OK. On Facebook, it's the same handle, but it's Jim Shaw for State Representative is the label there. But you can find me there. You can find me on the government website, but I also have a campaign site at www.shawforok.com that you can contact me there as well.
Representative Jim Shaw, thank you very much for what you do.
Thank you so much, Alex. Appreciate it.
All right, guys, that's all for now. Go to thenewamerican.com.